matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Aviators of Orlando.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. McLean. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
This 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. McLean over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off play action. McLean. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Aviators will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Levis now on second down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. McLean. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. McLean working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They get this out left. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Swift will take it in. Touchdown.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They run. It's Tucker. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Levis completes this out wide.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
In motion left comes Brown. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Tucker.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
And Levis going back to the air.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 34 yards that time.
Now Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Back at the 33-yard line.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing to start the drive. McLean. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Here's Swift.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Aviators are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marquise Brown with career touchdown number 75.
And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, If you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Off the play fake. McLean. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. McLean. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Aviators will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Fighting through at the 25. There he goes, right side.
How about this? He's to the 10.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Sean Tucker.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
He's still on his feet. DeAndre Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Aviators will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here's Tucker.
And now off to the races down the right side.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Sean Tucker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Levis looking to move him around a bit.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. McLean. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
1st down 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. gets a chance to get after the quarterback, it's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
On the ground, it's Tucker.
Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Levis now off of play action. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And taken at the 46. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
110 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift.
Evades him at the 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 2nd down, Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll run with Tucker.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here's Levis.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. That's caught by Tucker.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 14. And the Buccaneer first down.
On first down, Levis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Levis to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. McLean, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And bulldozing his way through. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Now they send a man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Aviators add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Santos with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10. Here's Levis.
And he's got it. Got his... And oh, he coughed it up! And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
Flush to his right.
That's caught by Tucker.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Levis back to throw. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
Levis sets up to throw here.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schwartz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll throw it again with Levis.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. On 2nd down, it's Tucker. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Sean Tucker, 28 yards. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And a short pickup to about the 25. Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Orlando, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem